Well, we now have episode 3 of She-Hulk to talk about, and I don't even know where to begin with this episode, because it was so of poor quality. It was one of those episodes, similar to, you know, pretty much every shit show I've reviewed at this point. There's always one episode that just angers you, that just pisses you off, and that was this episode. Now, I imagine when we get the episode with Daredevil in it, that's probably going to piss me off a lot more, but so far, it's the worst episode, and it's what annoys me the most about it is it's not even a story. This is not a story. It's just shit happening. It's just random other storylines, well, if you can call it a storyline, getting thrown in there. We just randomly cut to someone else that has fuck all to do with anything. That is what this episode was. Really, the only thing I can be critical of most of the episode is just how it does nothing. It does nothing, and it's just cringe. It is the most cringe shit I have ever watched. There's a particular... The end credit scene, we are going to get to that. And, you know, if it just pissed me off. It pissed me off. But what we've got to look forward to, guys, is Megan Thee Stallion is turning up in the MCU. Fucking wow. Wow. So that's what we've got to look forward to this episode. Basically, this whole episode is just, how do we justify having a cameo with Megan Thee Stallion in it? That's what this episode is. We want to get our Megan Thee Stallion episode because someone on the writing team's a big fan or something like that. So we need to justify having her in the episode. That is what this is. The secondary storyline, that's why it's thrown in there, just so we can have this shitty cameo that nobody, who are you trying to appeal to? That's my question. Who are you trying to appeal to? Megan Thee Stallion. Not a rapper, by the way. Yes, I'm a rap snob. Deal with it. But I suppose we'll get into it, and it's just such shite. I'm just like, how low the bar must be for some people to praise this show. It just astounds me. It really does. Again, it's something where it's like, you just remember all the good stuff that came out of the MCU. Like Iron Man, Civil War, you know, the first Avenger, the first Avengers film. All these good things that came out. And now we are at this point. We are at this embarrassingly pathetic point in Marvel, the MCU's history. And that's really what pissed me off the most. Just thinking about how good it used to be. And now we get this, where all the consumers go, oh, it's the best thing ever. It's the best Marvel series. So go fuck yourself. That's really all I can say to it. Because I'm just like, I don't know why anyone would like this. I really don't. But either way, it's not good anyway, so it makes no difference. But yeah, it's hilarious that again, it's just, there's people out there that just see flashy shit on screen and go, oh, it's great. It's very well written. It's not. It's barely a story. It's barely a story. Let's just get into it. Get into it before I start ranting already. Because I expect I'm probably going to start ranting in this. Because it just really pissed me off. But it starts out here where, you know, who knows. From the previous episode, we now know this is happening the same time as the Shang-Chi film, where Abomination was fighting Wong in that cage arena. So this is coming off the back of, he just escaped, but now he's back in his cell. Now he's back in his cell, and Jennifer, you know, the whiny Karen, she starts saying to Tim Roth, which I would advise, just run, Tim. Just run away, Tim, please. Just do it. Don't do this to yourself. Do not lower your standards to this level. Because even like in the second episode, I praised Tim Roth's bit because I thought he gave a really good performance, and there was something that I was interested in, but that just got turned into a joke, so it really makes no difference now. Now he's just another joke, not funny either. So yeah, he says to her that I escaped because, so this is the episode where Wong shows up. Got to throw a cameo in every episode, otherwise people won't watch it, will they? That's why we've got to throw. That's why we've got to throw Wong in it. You know, the damage has already been done to Wong in Multiverse of Madness. So in this, it makes no fucking difference what they do with him. He's already a fool. He's already an idiot, and that's exactly what he is in this. But yeah, it's Wong that broke out Abomination so he could fight with them. Because we kind of get to it. I think, yeah, when he comes in later, he explains it all. And then we get a annoying fucking cringe friend that is looking for Wong, and Wong's somehow on. I don't know. He's on something. I'll see if I can find the little thing. So there's that. It says his employment history. I don't know what website this is on. I don't know. I don't know why this would be on the internet. Who knows? Who fucking knows? But yeah, I don't know, to get his attention, Jennifer's friend takes pictures of herself with books or something. I don't know why that would interest him. I don't know, but yeah, with that, we need to try and get Wong in the episode. There you go, actually. Here we go. I've just found... let me see if I can get it. I've just found my thumbnail. Yes. Got to save that. There you go. Save. That's just... yeah, you just managed to find them. But there we go. Right, now we can get back into this episode. But we have our thumbnail. Now my phone's going off. I'm not going to edit that out because I don't give a shit. I really don't give a shit. Now I'm trying to put it in my pocket, so if it buzzes again, it won't rattle off metal. But let's get back into it. Let's get back into this amazing, astounding storytelling that cannot be improved in any way, shape, or form. Can't be improved. Can't be improved. Again, it makes it worse that there's no characters, no relatable characters. There's no characters that actually have any personality, any character, any charisma, anything to invest yourself in. There's nothing. You know, if there was at least that, I would forgive some of this, but no. When you don't even have characters, you can piss off. But yeah, she breaks the fourth wall again. It isn't funny. I think I wrote down some of the stuff. Basically, this is not a cameo show. This is not one of those shows that has a cameo every week. Yet it is. It is, and we know every episode there's going to be a cameo. It's going to be a cameo. You know, they'll probably use the same characters more than once. But that's exactly what it is, because that's the only way we could get people to watch it. We had to put Daredevil in it, because that will convince people to come and watch it, because Daredevil's going to be in it. And you know, we're all going to be pissed off by that. I can only imagine. So she breaks the fourth wall. Don't give a shit. Not funny. It's even the news on this show. I'm like, I don't believe this is news. This isn't. Have they ever watched news? Because I'm like, this just doesn't... I don't know what this... It's like the way they talk, the way it looks. It's like, what the fuck is this? What kind of news is this? Never seen it. So it's a man explaining that She-Hulk's represented Abomination. Then he gets cut off by a woman, of course. She gets to tell her entire thing. You know, whatever. I really don't... Now I've got stuff, for fuck's sake. Everything's just coming up on here now. What's that about? That's because I'm sharing my display, so it means it fucking shows everything. And then we get people, we get some misogynists, some sexist men. They're posting videos about She-Hulk. It's going through. This obviously isn't Twitter. This is some made-up website, social media website. Where it's got comments like, why are you turning every superhero into a girl? No one asked for that. So we have a Me Too movement, and now all the male heroes are gone. They have no feminist agenda in this series, guys. But it's a truce. It's like, why are all the male superheroes? Where are all they gone? Where have they? Oh, that's right. They've all been replaced by women. It isn't the MCU. It isn't. So yeah, because I wrote down. So there's like guys talking shit about this. Let's see if I can find one. So yeah, you get this guy. This guy says they took the Hulk's manhood away. So this is just the writers shitting on men. They're trying to portray men in a negative light. They took the Hulk's manhood away, but then they gave it to a woman. Another person says, I don't get it. Why are you turning every superhero into a girl? So we have a Me Too movement, and now all the male heroes are gone. I don't know why they had that in written form as well. And then another person says, no, I have no problem with female heroes. Just saying make your own. I don't see the issue with that. And then another toxic male says, I'd smash. So we've had our man hate for the episode. Well, we're not done yet, actually. We're not done yet, but yeah, so it's... Yeah, and then shitty CGI She-Hulk comes in. They didn't put a lot of work into that, did they? They didn't give the VFX artists enough time because people wouldn't be able to... The Disney Plus subscribers wouldn't be able to handle it waiting longer than a month for another show. So we can't give the VFX artists enough time to get the work done and make it look good. No. We have to destroy the reputations of VFX artists. So what happens in this, I don't know. A friend says, you need to get out there and control your narrative or something like that. A friend's a shit friend. Always just says, you're so great, you're so awesome. You can't do a thing wrong. Oh my god, that CGI is so shit. So shit. It's absolute dog shit. This is just going to be the episode that's going to make me have a mental breakdown. It was, as soon as I finished it, I was like, I really don't want to watch anymore. I don't want to watch anymore. But yeah, we're back to this sexist, you know, the guy that said, called a woman it, because that's what guys say. That's what guys say. No, that's just what the writers believe. So he's cut. This is our storyline B that just gets thrown in there because we need to get a Megan Thee Stallion cameo. So that's why it's in there. That's why it's shit as well. Because it's just there, just so we can get a cameo of some rapper that nobody cares about. No, I say rapper, not really. You know, if you've read the lyrics, you can clearly see it's not fucking rap music. So that's the whole point in this part, is just to have our Megan Thee Stallion cameo. It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing. This is like 30, 40-year-old women that are working on this show. And they're standing over Megan Thee Stallion. Pathetic, it really is. Oh, it's unbelievable. So basically, this guy has come in because... Why? I don't know why he's come to this law firm. I don't know why. But he's come here for a case because he's been scammed out of money. Because he thought he was dating Megan Thee Stallion. Better get it right. He thought he was dating her, but it's actually some elven Asgardian or something like that. It's someone. It's like a shape-shifting elven Asgardian or something like that. So he's went out and like he thinks, oh, she's Megan Thee Stallion, so she's rich. Yeah, so he's went and spent money on her. It's like, no, she's already rich. Why would it make sense for you to spend money on her? Doesn't make any sense. So that should have been your first clue. But we need to portray men as nothing more than imbeciles. Oh, fucking hell. So we can justify women being mean to them. That's why. So he's been duped out of a load of money, which he later explains it was 175 grand. $175,000. he's not the rich one. Megan, so he should have caught on. But she comes in and then starts. She must have went and read the Wikipedia page for Megan Thee Stallion about how many Grammys and shit she's won. So she's a big fan as well. Big fan. So cringe. You know, this episode literally had me shouting over to the dog sitting on the couch. This is fucking cringe. Because it really is. What else happens to this? No, it goes to a different thing. But it's just like, what is this? What has this got to do with the She-Hulk? What story are you trying to tell? What story is this? Oh, I don't know. Did I even... No, I didn't even bother writing anything down for Wong. They cut out a shit bit from the trailer, which was when Wong says, we're on the edge of the precipice. When precipice means edge. So he's basically saying, we're on the edge of the edge. So they cut that bit out. It doesn't save the episode, though. So, yeah, he comes in and... No, we don't even go to them next, do we? No, so it doesn't matter. No, we do go to... Do we? I don't know why it stopped there. But, yeah, they make Wong into a fool. I don't remember what was said. It wasn't anything important. It was just, oh, I let out Abomination. Because it helped... Because it was to do with my studies for being Sorcerer Supreme. Dunno. I don't know. I really don't know. So that's that. Then we go to the secondary storyline, which has nothing of value to add to the episode, so it should just be cut completely out of it. Cut it completely. It's not progressing the story. It's not progressing the character. The character of She-Hulk. Again, they've done no development for this character. She hasn't developed. I still know fuck all about her, other than she's a whiny Karen. I don't know anything else about her. But so we have to spend a bunch of waste, pointless time on something that adds nothing of value. Nothing of value was added. So yeah, he basically goes into like he paid for. He thought he was dating Megan Thee Stallion. I'm just going to say the Stallion, all right? That's all I'm going to say. I'm not sitting here saying Megan Thee Stallion. Fuck off. So, yeah, he got duped out 175 grand. He bought her a Volkswagen Passat and all that. None of it's funny. None of it's funny. But we have to make a man look stupid. So that's that episode. And then he comes back. This is, of course, the elf. So if you go back there, so this is like the imposter that was the imposting Megan Thee Stallion. So it comes back in, and it's a shape shifted into him. And then he's on the phone with a guy. Very convenient. Very convenient that the elf knew to show up here. That the elf knew that like this would be the law firm that the guy would go to. Very, very weird that. And then once the other guy clicks on, then the elf shapeshifts into him and walks through the little reception saying, "I love harassing women" or something like that. Don't know why you'd say that. And that's that meaningless part. We've got the so now we're going back to now finally the hearing for the release of Abomination is here. They're not going a lot of places here, are they? It's just no. We're going to go back to the law firm. Then we're going to go back to the prison that we're going to have some words about. They fuck up a lot of things there. Again, a lot of the things they mess up. Like, I mean, are big deals is more towards the end. The rest of the rest of the episode is just nothing, absolutely nothing. It's an and then story, and then, and that's all it is. That's all. It's not a story. So we're at the hearing. Wong hasn't shown up yet. She comes across as a very shitty lawyer. That's probably because Jessica Gao and the writing staff didn't know anything about how courtrooms and laws and lawyers do their job. They didn't bother doing the research. They just pitched it that way and said, we don't know how to do it. Oh, what, you know, an abomination of a show. So Wong hasn't shown up yet. And that guy gets shut down by the woman, of course. That toxic male mansplaining. And the funny thing about this is he's actually correct. He's correct. Where, yeah, so, because, what did they say? Yeah, where he basically says, why should we consider letting Abomination go when he's just escaped? It's like, yeah, why? It's like, it doesn't help his case that he's been out of his cell, out of the prison, and this woman's like, oh, hold on, no. Until Wong comes in and explains to you that it was him that broke Emil out, then you can't really just go, you know, whatever. Fuck it. I don't want to be here long. I really don't. So Tim Roth is turned into a joke. That all those women at the back, they're his pen pals, pen mates. These are the people that are apparently going to fund him. Why they're dressed like that, I don't know. I really don't know why they're dressed like that. Hippie bitches. I don't know why. I don't know why. How are we not through? Again, this episode felt like it lasted an eternity. It really did. It doesn't help when you're just pausing all the time. So, yeah, I don't think anything is said here. So, yeah, they just go in a load of talking shite. I don't know. Yeah, so then they have all his like witnesses that come in and like say, oh, he's such a nice person, he done this, he done that. One of the guys starts crying because Emil Blonsky helped him through his divorce or something, so he's crying about his wife that left him. And then Wong shows up. And then we randomly cut to something else. Why? Why? Why are we cutting to this? Fucking hell. It's like, again, it's just pointless. The only reason this side story exists is for a Megan Thee Stallion cameo. That's the only reason why. The only reason. It wasn't a creative choice. No, it's just, oh, we want a cameo. That will excite... I don't know. It's not going to excite Marvel fans. It's not going to excite the comics fans or the actual Marvel MCU fans. It's not. It's not. This is just someone on the writing team wanted to meet Megan Thee Stallion. That's why. It's absolutely embarrassing. It's fucking embarrassing. A bunch of children running around in Hollywood being given projects to work on. Can we get some adults back? Get some adults back with experience and know what they're doing. That's what we need. So this is the court scene. They make fun of Thor's speech about Asgard is not a place, it's a people. The elf goes to say that, and the judge says, no, it's not time for a Thor you know, turn that into a joke, of course. So, I don't know. What else happens? Who cares? Who cares? It's pointless. It's absolutely pointless. Yeah, then so then the elf shapeshifts into the judge. So now it's like, yeah, that's not going to help your case. So, you know, I don't know if the elf is autistic or something like that. Must be. That must be what it is. I'm not having a go at autistic. I was just saying. And then we cut back to Wong. We cut back to the main story, if we got to call it that. Where Wong explains he let him out and so on and so forth. And then Tim Roth wants to. So this is where we kind of run into a bit of problem with this prison. We can kind of add more onto it once we get to like nearer the end, because it adds a lot more context to it. But he basically turns into Abomination. He still sounds like Tim Roth. I don't know why that's the case. It's not the case with Hulk. So I don't know why it makes Abomination shit when he just has Tim Roth's voice. Yeah, they couldn't be bothered. They couldn't be. How hard was it just to give him like the voice of the Abomination? How hard was it? So now we kind of run into some problems. Yeah, because he comes back down and Jennifer says, "Look, he didn't escape. He could have broken out of this." So it's like, well, this whole time he's been in this prison, in this cell, and he could have just broken out at any time. They haven't got power dampeners. Again, they bring up inhibitors later. So that means they have the technology to make sure that in this cell he can't turn into Abomination. So all that time you're just like, nah, it'll be fine. It'll be fine! Fucking unbelievable. How do you fuck something like that up? So that's Abomination there. He comes back down. Again, she's trying to, like we just went through, she's explaining to him, oh no, he didn't break out. He didn't break out. He shouldn't have been able to break out anyway, in the first place. Like, I mean, well, he didn't really escape with Wong. Like, Wong obviously ported him out of there. But the issue is they've had him in that cell the entire time, and he could have just broke out. Could have just broke out. That's what you do with Abomination. Unbelievable. Unfucking believable. So yeah, Wong goes on about like, yeah, he should be arrested, and then he pisses off. It's like they know where you live, Wong. You put all your information on the internet. But no, don't have to worry about that. Don't have to worry about that at all. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. And then she comes out. Yeah, they've even got the nerve to bring up She-Hulk's actual origin about her getting shot by the mob. You know, that origin that would have actually been good, not what we got given, which was blood falls into my arm. Not that, you know. So why are you bringing that up? And then we go to the bar where she's whining again about, I just want to go back to being lawyer. It happens to be She-Hulk. I don't want to be in the news. Like, there's loads of articles out there that Jennifer's having Abomination's baby, and I was like, it's like, fucking planet is this? What planet is this? So yeah, they don't really talk about much. I've got to turn the page. No, yeah, they've kind of got the nerve. So this guy shows up, and then we get a fourth wall break where Jennifer says, connecting the A and B story, nice. So no, go fuck yourself. I'm not fucking letting you have that. These stories don't connect. Yeah, it's like, we just have this guy show up at the bar. Why does he go to the same bar you do? But he shows up, so they make you believe that both these stories connect. They don't. They don't. They've got nothing to do with each other. Again, we needed the other storyline so we could get Megan Thee Stallion. Oh, how Marvel was fallen, huh? So he starts saying, "Oh, can you come and be a witness for the other guy's case?" Don't know his name, don't care. Because yeah, this guy's thought of an idea that I don't really know how it works, to be honest. I don't care to go back and look. But so they want Jennifer to go and explain to the judge what a pig this guy is. Of course, he's a pig. He's a guy. What a pig. Yeah, no, yeah. It's basically trying to get the judge to think that, like, this, because the elven lawyer, the lawyer for the elf, says that this guy knew that it wasn't Megan the Stallion. So Jennifer's come to explain that it's. I don't know why I wonder why I'm at a loss for words. Maybe it's because shows like this kill brain cells. You're honestly better off smoking than this shit. So, yeah, basically explain to him, no, he's just this guy's that delusional that he actually would think Megan the Stallion would go out with him. So that's basically it. Again, just meaningless, pointless. So, yeah, she just kind of dunks on this guy for a bit. Because women are better than men, quite obviously. So that's pretty much that. What I find funny is the elf that's been, first of all, has basically duped someone out of a scam artist, is a scam artist. Yet she only goes, like, I think she gets like a month, 60 days in prison or something like that, for impersonating a judge. The scamming someone, that part, that drop that. We can drop that. That's how it works in a courtroom, guys. We just forget about the actual crime. Not saying that impersonating a judge isn't a crime, but like the first crime, we just forget about that. The crime that is worse than impersonating a judge, and that is stealing from people. That is scamming people out of money. No, we're just going to forget that, and you're going to have 60 days. Oh, that's how it works. Again, whenever they're in the courtroom, you know they haven't done any research. They don't know how courtrooms operate. So and then we get our Megan the Stallion cameo. We're not done with her yet, though. She turns up in the mid-credit scenes, which will bother all of us. Let's just say that. We'll get to it, but yeah, she says there's only one Megan the Stallion. It's like, why are you even here? Why are you in the courtroom anyway? Don't know. Writers wanted a cameo. They wanted to meet her. So they come out of the courtroom, and then she picks up on something that this guy says about, oh, they should take that elf's powers away from her. So that gives Jennifer an idea. Really, as I'm looking at this whole episode, it's like, why are these writers even, why do they even want to work at Marvel? Because it's like clear that you don't want to do a Marvel show. It's clear that, like, what you're doing, this isn't what people want. They want superhero stuff. They expect superhero stuff out of Marvel, not someone going about their daily lives. So yeah, I don't know why do you want to do this with Marvel? Again, the people on this show, like, they were talking about, oh, it's similar to Ally McBeal, which is some lawyer show from like early 2000s or something like that. It's like, why not just go and do that? Why do you have to infect Marvel further with absolute bullshit that has nothing to do with superheroes? You can tell this because the majority, well, of all the episodes, the majority of it is just menial bullshit, and then they throw in a little fight scene. Again, it shows that they don't really want to do a Marvel show. So it's just, I don't know why you've decided to do that. Maybe because that has the most reach, so you can push your feminist shite. That's probably why, innit? But they didn't want to make a Marvel show. Is that... I don't know. I don't know if that's a guy in the middle. I can't tell. No, I think it's a woman. No, it's just like, is that? But yeah, I think they are. So yeah, these are all Abomination's pen mates or something like that. They start cheering because now Abomination gets to gets to leave. So this is where they bring up, you can only, like, you're not allowed to turn into Abomination. We're going to give, you must wear an inhibitor. So that's where we run into the issue. Well, he's been in this cell the whole time. You haven't thought to, well, have the cell powered like an inhibitor. And you haven't thought to, you know, you could either do that or put an inhibitor around his neck. Why has he been in this cell for as long as I can only get, what, 10 years or more? Been in this cell the entire time. And has never destroyed, like, broke out and destroyed everything. Never done it. You know, is that a risk that a prison would take, is it? They do that in real prisons. With just, you know, regular people in the real world. Do they do that? Make it easy for them to escape? Do they leave doors unlocked and stuff? Going, oh no, it'd be fine. They won't escape. They won't escape, even though people in prison want to escape. Fucking hell. How do you mess that up and all? You should have left the inhibitor out of it, because now this cell doesn't make any sense. So that's quite a big issue. A very big issue. So, yeah, he says, thanks, you've let me go. She-Hulk turns up on the news to say, oh, where the She-Hulk name came from someone that spoke about it 2 seconds on the news, and how it stuck, so I am the She-Hulk. Great stuff. And then we get... then they throw in their mandatory action sequence, because otherwise people will forget it's a Marvel fucking thing. They couldn't be bothered just going and doing something else. They had to go, no, we want to go make a Marvel show. But we're not really interested in doing superhero stuff, but we still want to work with Marvel. That makes sense. Doesn't make sense. So, of course, guys, for some reason... we're getting to the part that really I should have spoke about in the first episode, but we're kind of a part where they've kind of leaned into it, and it creates big issues. It really does. It's fuck me. You've absolutely annihilated it. This is honestly it's so big an issue. It can't be forgotten. It can't be forgotten, but it will. They'll breeze on by it like they did with the blip. We still don't, we still haven't seen anything to do with the blip. So yeah, these guys mug her, try to mug her. She goes up as She-Hulk. They say to her, "You're always." Because they want to fight her because she struts around showing off her powers. Also it's like, well, you know the Hulk, don't you? Would you fight the Hulk? Then you probably wouldn't try and fight She-Hulk either, would you? But they've got they stole Asgard. They stole from an Asgardian construction worker. You just leave these tools laying about, do you? Just easy for someone to pick up. They try and. It's like, you already know how the fucking Hulk works. Why are you going to attempt to do that when she's as She-Hulk? Because, of course, they want to take her blood. This is where we get into issues, but we'll talk about it in a second. But, yeah, she just beats these guys up. It's like, yeah, we all know that. Like, yeah, that was obvious. And then the guy drives away and says, oh, she turned into She-Hulk as I tried to... It's like, no, she'd already turned into She-Hulk when you tried to stab her with that to take out her blood. You already know how Hulks work. They can't be stabbed. They can't be shot. You must know that. That must be common knowledge. But they were after her blood. So now we have a very, very big issue now. So what really, logically, should be happening is the government and all these types of groups should be after Hulk and She-Hulk. They should want to capture them because they can take their blood and they can just make as many Hulks as they want. That is what they've done in this show. That is the problem they have created. They've created this problem. Again, it was already shown in the first episode, which I don't believe I brought up then. But then it just makes it worse that they're now kind of leaning into it. So I imagine this is going to be a plot point in the show going forward. We've got 6 episodes left to go. I imagine they're all going to be terrible. So, but now we just have this issue where it's like the amount of problems that can be caused by you adding this. You're adding this again, that's why you should have went with the original origin. Because it wasn't just she got a little blood in her from the Hulk. No, it was she had a transfusion. So that would have worked better, because you've now created an issue where she can be as Jennifer. She can, like she did in the first episode, sliced her arm on a door. She can get blood on the ground. What if an animal licks it up? Then we have a Hulk dog or a Hulk rat or something like that. So the amount of issues this causes, that they're just going to completely step over. Completely step over. Unbelievable. I just kind of seen that. I'm like, what the? So now we can just have as many Hulks as we want. Because now it's so everybody all the time should be trying to get Jennifer's blood every day of her life. That is what should be happening to her. People attempting to take her blood from her. That's what should be happening. The government should be getting involved, trying to take her blood as well, and the Hulk's blood. That's what should be happening. That is the logical way it should go. But they're not going to do that. They're not going to do that. It's just going to be, nah, it's fine. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Just move on. We already have. Honestly, what an issue. Yeah, they fucked everything. It's just amazing when you just watch people's stuff that they've wrote and stuff like that, and you can see that no one cares. No one cares. It's like, why the fuck should I give a shit? Why should anyone give a shit? When it's so obvious they don't give a shit about what they do. They don't give a shit, but, that's the main reason they don't give a shit, is because there's enough people out there that just don't care. Don't care, they just go, flashy lights on screen, bestest series ever. So, yeah, what's the point in caring? Let's just create big issues and never address them. Never address them, never try to fix them. There's no point in them trying to fix it. It's already damaged. So, we'll go to the end credits scene. You'll hate this, by the way, just like I did. So what they start doing is they start twerking. I'm just gonna say this here and now. This is for women, I suppose. Not all women, of course, but just women that do twerking. We'll just say that. It's not. It's first of all, in this show, it's not funny. It's not funny. Twerking is the cringiest thing a person can ever do. I'm just gonna say it. I like asses and stuff like that, but as soon as I see someone doing something like this, I think to myself, you are the cringiest human being I have ever seen. It's like, it would look better if it was on, like, TikTok or something like that. But as soon as you see it, not only in a Marvel show, but also in a shot like this, it's like, it's so cringe. It's not fucking funny. It's not funny. And again, it was the moment where I'm like, we used to have some good shit. Iron Man, Avengers, Civil War. And now this is what Marvel is. Right in this image here, this is what Marvel is. It's a joke. It's an absolute joke. And yeah, again, I'm still going to go with, they haven't got long left. They haven't got long left, my friends. So hopefully we don't have to put up with this much longer. But I don't know what else to say. I'm kind of at a loss for words, because it's just, just really, at least we have House of the Dragon at the moment. That's going well. Unfortunately, we've got Rings of Power tomorrow, for fuck's sake. Another shit show. But luckily we have Summit at the moment. We got Cobra Kai coming up. There you go. Because, I need a palate cleanser after this. I really do. Because I never thought I would witness in the MCU people twerking. I'm just going to say, it's not a good look, ladies. It's not. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry, but it's not. It's like, just have a ripe ass. That's all you need to. That's all you need to do. Don't need to shake it. You know, don't need to shake it. But yeah, it was so. It's like it's worse because you have look at She-Hulk's ass. Why is it sticking out like that? Fucking hell! Thunderfire. Oh my god! What's the word for that? Look at the way it sticks out. You can see my mouse. It comes out all the way around. What the fuck? Why is it out like that? It's like even hers ain't out like that. It just comes down like that. Hers is like, Jesus Christ, out we go. That's what hers is. But that is it. And then She-Hulk says, I will kill for you, Megan Thee Stallion. Done with that. Done with that. It only took 46 minutes. Fucking hell, what a waste of my fucking life. It really is. But I hope you had fun watching me lose my shit, rant and rave, and just question my existence on this earth. I hope you had fun watching that, because it wasn't fun for me. It really wasn't. You know, I'll have fun if I end up watching this back just to make sure everything's okay with it. But yeah, at the moment, I'm just kind of done with it. I'm really just at breaking point with the MCU, where I don't even want to just review the bad shit for shits and giggles. That's really the point I was at with this episode, because everything they've done annoyed me. It annoyed me, and I think it's only going to get worse. It's like, just wait till Daredevil shows up, man. They are going to absolutely tear his scrotum off. That is what they're going to do with him. It's like they've already done it with every single cameo they've had. But yeah, an absolute piece of shit TV show. It really is. It's just like you had an entire storyline in this just so you could have a Megan Thee Stallion cameo. You know, I don't know how these people sleep at night knowing that you're wasting people's time. You're absolutely wasting people's time. You could have just went and done a show like this somewhere else. I don't know why you picked Marvel. I don't know why you picked Marvel. But I'm just going to finish anyway, because I'm just done talking about it. I can't talk about it anymore. And I'm probably going to have to talk about it again when I do my stream later, so that's great. But I'll finish off there. I will let you go. I hope you had fun watching me just fall into madness. But that's us done for another week. Don't have to talk about it again. But the Rings of Power Episode 1 review, that'll be out tomorrow. And then the second review will be out the day after. And then it's back to House of the Dragon, that hopefully stays as well as it's been doing so far. Then at least we've got something to look forward to. But I'll see you on the next one.